What's going on, guys? Zeo here from the FallenRedZeo Show, bringing you more Marvel Legends. This time we have the Walgreens exclusive Stepford Cuckoos. So again, another Walgreens exclusive here that are hard to get. They eventually went up online and we were able to get all three of them. We were able to 3 at a time. You can do up to 5 because the Cuckoos were made up to 5, but we only wanted the 3 since they come with the 2 different heads to make the alternatives. And in the storyline, which we'll go over, they went from 5 down to 3, which is the main set we have now. So we have all 3 of these. They are clones from Emma Frost. We have Emma Frost here too, but they're interesting because again, they're 3 twin girls. You can do all the blonde version, which is kind of like the original version of the Cuckoos. So if you want to get all 5, you could do that. But if you want all 3, you have the variant heads with the blonde hair, the black hair, and red hair to make them all different. We have the Cerebra helmet here included as well. And so again, they're just repeated figures, so there's nothing too special. We only have to really look at one, but they have the different heads that we can switch out, which is pretty cool. So I hope you're excited to check these figures out. If you are, let me know with a thumbs up, and of course hit that subscribe button down below, and let's go ahead and check them out. So we're starting off here with the basic blonde version of the Stepford Cuckoo. And as I mentioned, these are clones of Emma Frost. They were cloned from eggs of Emma by Dr. Sublime and turned into what they called the Stepford Cuckoos once they joined up in Xavier's school. From what I saw, there are a lot of them, like maybe even thousands of them, but what we mainly see in the series is what they call the 5-in-1. So there's 5 of them, all that look identical, have the blonde hair, and they all go to Xavier's school, but throughout the comic series, 2 of them end up dying off, and we get the 3-in-1, which is what we have here. So as I mentioned, they join up at Xavier School for gifted youngsters. So as you can see, she's in a little schoolgirl outfit here. So she has the white button-up shirt with the green sort of tie there around her neck, a suit jacket on over the top, the plaid skirt there, and then the knee-high socks and black shoes. So definitely like a classic look of a schoolgirl. But before we get into their powers and stuff, let's go ahead and look at their movements. So if we look at her face up there, you can see a nice looking face, pink lipstick. They have the pinkish white color there in the eye. Of course, has like some black shadowing stuff around their eyes, the eyebrows, and then the blonde hair coming in. She has the 2 pigtails there on the tops coming down the back with the bangs hanging off in the front there. But for the movement though, we have the head that can twist around and nod. She can't look up much higher, but she can look down quite a bit. The shoulders do come up about 90 degrees. Of course, can rotate all the way around. She has the single elbow joint, so the joint that can come up about 90 degrees, maybe a little bit more, and also has the twist there. Hands can twist around and flex back and forth. She does have a twist and a little bit of a crunch right there under her chest. We don't see her waist or anything there, but under her skirt, she does have a thigh twist, and her legs do come up about 90 degrees out to the side there. She has the double knee joint, which are a little stiff, but you can clearly see them there with the skin tone and everything. Of course, they don't look too good, and the packaging kind of damaged them, so you can see like the gap there and stuff. So not in the best shape or condition for any of these, but that's just always an unfortunate thing. It always seems to happen mostly to the women with their thinner joints, and then the packaging for Marvel Legends just tear them up. But then right at the top of the sock, we have the shin twist, and then the foot can flex and twist side to side. So now obviously we won't look at that for every figure because they each are the exact same figure, so they're not just going to be the same thing. But again, we have this one with the blonde hair, which like I said is like the basic one because they're based off Emma Frost, so she has the blonde hair. They end up changing up some of their hairs to try and make themselves different, which we'll see here in a second. But the basic one just again has the blonde hair. She comes with some accessories, so she has 2 fist hands, so if you don't want to have the 2 like mystic or telepathic hands or whatever, she does have 2 fists. She also comes with some telepathic effects there that you can just take and wrap around her arms. So they're kind of like that. Of course, they're clear, so you can't really see them too well, but they're wrapped around his hand just to give you some sort of effect of like she's doing a telepathic move. And they also come with a helmet for Cerebra, which is like a more new enhanced modified, I think like nanotech version of Cerebro, but they can use it as well since they're super powerful telepathics and everything, and can put it on their head. But I think because of her pigtails and stuff, it's kind of hard to get on her head properly. It doesn't really stick on. So there's only really one figure in this set that we can put it on. So we'll do that in a second, but it also comes with that, which is cool. But then we have the 2 additional Stepford Cuckoos. So obviously same exact body, we just switched the heads out. So we have the head with the black hair that's bob cut, and then the longer, almost same as Exiles, the blonde, just with their red hair color this time. And they all obviously have the exact same effect. It's all the same figures. So the telepathic effects, the Cerebral helmets, and the fist to go along with them as well. But for the Stepford Cuckoos and their powers, they have pretty much the same powers as Emma Frost, since that's who they're cloned from. They have a telepathic hive mind ability, so they can all understand what each other's thinking, kind of like have a control, so they're all single-minded and work together. They have the power of telepathy that can allow them to do illusions and astral projection, can form an organic diamond form, kind of like a perfect form. So Emma Frost, when she turns into her diamond form, she's all jagged and stuff like a diamond, but when they do it, they're pretty much like smooth glass, which is cool, which also allows them to have a psionic immunity, so they can't be affected by telepathic themselves, and it also gives them superhuman strength, stamina, and durability. And one storyline in the comics, they also get the Phoenix Force, so they have the Phoenix form, but that allows them to have flight and pyrokinesis and immortality as well. And because they're such all strong telepathics, they can all use the Cerebra. So now we have the different versions here. So again, with the different style of hair colors, again, blonde was the original, but once they come down to the 3 and then like newer storylines, they change their hair colors, so you can tell the difference between characters. So I have named names for each of them, but again, it's hard to tell. Like, I saw different sources saying different things, but one I saw that had multiple versions was that the blonde was Celeste, the black hair was Mindy, and red hair was Phoebe. So Celeste here in the middle, she considered to be the most timid and affectionate, but eventually was considered by the other sisters to consider herself to be the best out of all three of them. So a little bit cocky there. And then we have Mindy over here, which there wasn't too much about her. It says that she likes to play piano, but she's one out of the three of them that kind of accepts her fate, as with the being strong telepathics, they can be used as tools, so like can go in and infiltrate and spy. And then we have Phoebe, which is considered the most aggressive, which kind of fits in with the red hair. And after the death of the other two sisters, she acts kind of like as the de facto leader of the group. And as I mentioned earlier, only one can have Cerebra on their head, and that is Mindy, so we can just take it and slide it onto her head there. Still a little bit weird looking. It's kind of bulked up with her hair compared to Xavier's with the bald head, but it fits better on her than it would the other two with their pigtails. And finally, we have their mother, Emma Frost, which of course I can't get it to fit in the camera. She's too tall. So you can really see the height difference between the Cuckoos and Emma Frost. Of course, she does have really tall high heels on, and I believe she was the Walgreens exclusive just like these, so of course they all fit together as a nice Walgreens exclusive family. So that's gonna be it for this Walgreens exclusive Stepford Cuckoo set with the 3 different versions you can buy. Of course, like I said, you can buy up to 5 and just put the blonde hair on all of them to make it more like the original version of the 5-in-1. But I like this version where you can actually tell the different characters apart. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know if you were able to get these Cuckoos yet, or if you're still in search of them. Let me know in the comments. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and of course hit that subscribe button down below. Thank you all for checking out this video. I hope you stay awesome, and I'll see you next time.